Hey everybody, Jason Huerkamp at the Huerkamp Home Group, Keller Williams Preferred Realty. Thanks for tuning in to our video blog. You know, a question that we get often asked is, what's the best bang for my buck with my home remodeling projects? And unbelievably, that market just keeps skyrocketing with the do-it-yourselfers and the DIY projects. And what's happened is it's up 6% year over year. So last year there was an additional 6% spent versus 2015. So that amounts to $324 billion that are actually being spent on home remodeling projects. So that's a quarter of the spending that's actually happening in real estate is directly related to home remodeling. So we really want to know, what are the best bang for the buck projects that you're really going to have. So we're going to look at the top 5 and let you know what those top 5 are. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with kitchens. Kitchens, you're going to get about 85% of your value back for remodeling your kitchen. The one thing you want to keep in mind with a kitchen though, you never want to spend more than 20% of the value overall of what your home is worth on the kitchen. So if your home is worth 200 grand, you wouldn't want to spend more than about $40,000 in the kitchen. So on the kitchens, again, you're going to get about 85% of the investment that you put in back out of it when you go to resell it. Next really would be bathrooms. Bathrooms are going to be another great place to get a lot of the money back that you put in. And with bathrooms, you don't want to really spend more than about $20,000 on a bathroom, and $20,000 is going to be a pretty luxurious bathroom. And ultimately, you get about an 80% rate of return on the money that you put into bathrooms. The third one that we're going to look at is decks. Now decks you can spend a ton of money on, so you got to be careful. There's all the new products out there from fancy railings and fancy materials. Ultimately, keep it simple as much as you can unless you plan on being there a long time, because the maintenance-free products are going to cost you twice as much as like your regular cedar deck. Decks are another great investment where you're going to be able to get about 80% ROI on the decks. The fourth thing that we're going to look at is siding. You know, if you replace that old icky siding that's peeling and chipping and you have to repaint and so forth, you know, siding in general is going to run you somewhere between that 10 and 15,000 range if you're going to replace it with like a vinyl siding. And the amount of money can actually double from there if you're going to go to a maintenance-free or a hardy siding. And we're talking about your average, you know, 2,200 square foot home that you're going to find in the Minneapolis area. And last but not least is going to be windows. Now with windows, you can get about a 70% return on investment if you don't go overboard, because you definitely can go overboard by, you know, if you go with like a Renewal by Andersen or you go with like a Marvin Renewal window system, you can spend 4 times the amount of money that you will on a basic builder grade like a Crestline window system that definitely can get you to that point where you're getting that 70% return. The other thing to keep in mind is these are all returns that are based on you having contractors do the work. If you don't have contractors do the work, ultimately you can double the return that you're getting. So what we basically mean is if we're looking at, for instance, the windows, you're going to be able to get 140% return versus the 70%. Because when you look at construction, about half your money goes into materials and half your money goes into labor. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, all these projects are a home run and you can make a great return. So once again, thanks for tuning into our video blog. We greatly appreciate it. And if at any time you want us to talk about a particular subject, please just shoot us an email and we'd be happy to do that. So again, Jason at the Huerkamp Home Group at Keller Williams Preferred Realty. You guys have a great day.